Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Giants are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Seahawks team that wants to keep the running game in check. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. We're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. There goes Marcus Wheaton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marcus Wheaton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. but it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against him either.
They'll run it again with Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 21-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. On second down, here's Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the Giants send out their punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
In motion, James, the tight end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a look now at Lamar Miller. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe test.
No doubt about it. It's like he run the ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He got 29 yards that time. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Tannehill on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tannehill will give to Miller on the draw. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Second down, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, on the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Now first and 10, Wheaton's going to haul in the pass, and this long run goes for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. First and 10, Acho's going to bust out into the open space, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. We're tied back up at 7. Giants now on 3rd and 8. Tannehill's got the connection across the middle. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 28-yard line. Giants will go on to kick a field goal. Seahawks take it at the 21. Acho's got the Jets, and he'll go for the score. The lead grows to 4. 3rd and 7. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 48-yard line. They would go on to kick a field goal and put 3 points on the board.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Evan Ingram, 79 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Marcus Wheaton and the rest of the offense heading back out there. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the counter, it's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A play fake for Miller. It's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's 2nd and 7. In motion, James, the tight end. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right around the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to air this, and this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead will grow by one more. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves. The sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Ardarius Stewart there. And now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the 1st down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin with his... Second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Anthony Barr. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Tannehill on the give to Miller. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go back to the ground now with Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. Todd Gurley, over 100 yards rushing now, 105 to be exact. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins.